Let's tour Lloydminster's Heavy Oil Science Center. Oil begins with the life of marine animals underwater. These sea creatures will form what oil is today. The Earth is broken up into 4 layers. The museum showed elements of the Earth's crust, such as shale, coal, anhydrates, oil sand, and limestone. As we follow the wall of the Earth's crust, we come to a next exhibit, which shows us the separation of density that takes place between 2 liquids. Because the green liquid is more dense, it remains on the bottom. When we begin to mix, we can see that the green wants to go to the bottom. The next part of the museum is titled Agencies to Modern Cities. A map of Alberta and Saskatchewan is shown, and buttons are used to highlight different areas. The green lines represent pipelines, the red dots show modern cities, while the yellow plots show oil sands. The museum then moves on to geology. Seismic demonstration. Push the plunger to set off a blast and see if you can determine where heavy oil might be hiding. The museum has a great display and shows a variety of fossils and artifacts. Depicted here is the 600 million year period of life on Earth. The museum has lots of information stands spread around to help understand the process that goes behind oil production. The museum then moves into what is heavy oil. This tells us more about the components that oil has. The Dean and Stark extraction apparatus help determine the hydrocarbon, water, and solid content of heavy oil. In the glass case, we can see the different solid components that come from heavy oil. A barrel of oil can mean many things, but to put things simply, 1 barrel of oil equals 42 US gallons. On display is a LECO sulfur determinator. By using the combustion technique, this machine can determine the contents of heavy oil. The Heavy Oil Research Dome allows visitors to see, smell, and play with oil. Kids have the option to get hands-on at the museum with the ability to build hydrocarbons. Yellow and black blocks represent hydrogen and carbon molecules. Excellent examples of the 3 types of drilling are shown on the wall. Drilling can be frustrating, and the museum gives us a chance to use a magnetic fishing tool. Mannequins showcase the labor that goes into oil extraction. On the wall is an awesome timeline of heavy oil in our community. The museum also had a good collection of old antiques and mementos on display. The museum does a great job of showing the history of oil in Lloydminster. We then transition into the production of heavy oil. Here we can see a mini pump jack in action. The museum also showcases the history of the first natural gas well in Saskatchewan. There are 25 parts to a pump jack. Having a pump jack on display reminds visitors how big they truly are. Interaction is huge at the museum. Visitors truly get the chance to be hands-on with Lloydminster's oil industry. The numerous exhibits, fully complete, give us the chance to enjoy a closer look and enhance our knowledge of the oil industry. A miniature display shows oil production taking place. Trucks begin to load up the oil. Husky has on display some local products manufactured from heavy oil. Oil in Lloydminster has changed significantly, but the Heavy Oil Science Centre captures it all. The tour ends with new products only possible through oil.